Nope, but let's do it anyway.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Nerdy Psychologist Book Club.
Get ready to explore the magic and the mind games behind your favorite YA dystopian and fantasy novels.
I'm Brandy Hawk, a clinical psychologist and proud book nerd.
And I'm Deanna Boys, a psychology expert and also a book nerd.
Join us as we jump into your favorite books, talk about heroes, villains, why they do what they do, and what that means for us.
Welcome to the club.
We are so excited to have our guest today, Shayla Allen.
I'm Shayla Allen, and I'm a licensed marriage, family, and child therapist, and I work with adolescents 0 to 18, and I am happy to be here with my colleagues and friends at the Nerdy Psychology Book Club.
We're so happy
We're so happy to have you.
I'm happy
Thanks
to be
for
here.
coming.
Yes.
As a reminder to all of our listeners, each month we'll read a new book, and each week our episode talks about a different character or concept within that book. This month, we are reading So Let Them Burn by Kamilah Cole. Deanna, will you tell us a little bit about this book?
And I shall, and I'll read the jacket because I tried doing it without the jacket a few times and I ramble. Okay, there's nothing that Faron won't do for her sister. Faron Vincent can channel the power of the gods. 5 years ago, she used her divine magic to liberate her island from its enemies, the dragon-riding Langlish Empire. But now at 17, Faron is all powered up with no wars to fight. Okay. She has a legend to her people and a nuisance to her neighbors. When she's forced to attend an international peace summit, Faron expects that she will perform tricks like a trained pet and then go home. She doesn't expect her older sister Alara forming an unprecedented bond with an enemy dragon, or the gods claiming that the only way to break the bond is to kill her sister. As Faron's desperation to find another solution takes her down a dark path, and Alara discovers the shocking secrets at the heart of the Langlish Empire, each must make a difficult choice that will shape their lives, the others' lives, as well as the fate of their world.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. It was so dramatic.
It's a lot going on.
I love it.
So before we get into too much stuff in true book club form, we always start off with a fun drink, and then we'll talk about whether we like the book or not. This drink is called the Expert Liar. And it is, it's got a secret in it because liars like to keep secrets, safe secrets and unsafe, whatever. But so let's all have a nice, fun drink.
Cheers.
Okay, this looks very fruity and exciting.
Yes,
Okay.
super, super pretty.
Recipes on the Patreon.
Ooh. This very fruity drink
Is spicy.
It's spicy. Yay! It looks like a fun fruity drink, but it's got some spice in it. It's got some spice in the straw.
Oh, is that what that was?
Oh, it's in the straw.
Yeah.
Because now it's going away.
Yeah. So if it stays with you, let me know and I can get you another straw. But
Oh my gosh. That is very cool and
What a
exciting. I
pleasant
love
surprise.
yeah, a pleasant, like an expert liar would do.
Absolutely.
Because it's called Expert Liar because we're talking about the main character, Faron. Sorry. I know a Farah. And she is an egotistical maniac, and I hated her. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Egotistical maniac or teenager. She is a teenager.
She's such a teenager. I didn't hate her.
Rooted in her beliefs.
I actually really did like her at moments. So, let's talk about what did you think of the book?
I loved, obviously, I read all of our book club books and I say which ones we should read and which ones we shouldn't. I read this one. I thought it was so fun and I love dragons. I love any excuse to read a dragon book. And I just really loved it. And I thought that the characters were so annoying.
Oh my God, so annoying. Like, so I was like, okay, there's parts that I liked Faron and then parts that I liked Alara better. I was like, okay, I see your point here. Okay, I see your point here. You know, I liked the book in general. And I think I caught up on some people online that were kind of like, people were like complaining. They're like, well, it's a first book. They were like talking. And I was like, yeah, it is a first book. But like the big thing that I noticed about this is that it actually is a YA book. It's very much written for teenagers. Like you are an adolescent going through something. I highly recommend this book. If you're an old lady and you can't remember what the heck you were back as a teenager, you're not going to like it.
Yeah. You're going to be annoyed at the characters.
You're going to be annoyed at the characters. And you're going to go, where the heck are the adults the whole time? Where are they? Oh, they're
raising these kids.
Pacing. Oh, my mom's at home. Like, what? Your mom has just let you go off to war when you're 12?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So anyway, that's how I felt about the book. I was finding that I had to put it down a few times because I'd get mad.
That's fair.
I'd get mad at the characters because they either were too much like me or too much like somebody else I know.
What about you, Shayla?
So, honest to God's truth, I was a book skimmer.
We love
this. It's fine.
You still came to club. That's
Still
the most
came to
important.
club with a general idea of these characters and kind of their dilemmas. So I'm going to say, yes, very interested in the book. Yes, would love to dive more into this book. But from what I do know, yes, I've enjoyed what I've read so far.
Yeah. I definitely like for the kids that you work with, like if they're looking for a fun fantasy book. Yeah. Literally, oh, you know what it reminded me of? And because I do love kids like media in general. Like one of my favorite TV shows is Avatar, the Last Airbender, you know. It reminded me of that.
Oh.
It reminded me of those characters kind of like getting this whole like legacy of a particular thing getting thrust upon you with Faron because she's like chosen by the gods. And then Alara being like Katara, constantly always have to be perfectionist and like make it so that everyone else is fine. Like you don't get to ever feel your feelings. Yeah. Although Katara and the show was emotionally all over the place. But anyway, not to get too what's it called, off track. But I also was really hoping that, and Kamilah Cole, if you're listening, turn this into like a illustrated manga.
Oh, that would be so fun.
That'd be cool. Such a perfect fit for a like a novel, like an illustrated novel, a graphic novel. It'd be so good.
And everybody loves a good dilemma.
Yes.
And this is a dilemma. And I love a good dilemma in a book, right? And people coming to the actuality of who they are and challenging who they are.
And growing up.
Yeah. Having to second guess what they've always known to be true.
Yeah.
Right? Like coming into that reality of,
oh yeah, that's such a good
have I been living a lie?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when we become adults. It is. Oh my God, I was so dumb when I was younger.
Absolutely. So often you're like, oh no, I was Faron.
Like,
I was Alara at different points.
Yeah. I also like, I found parallels, like how you're talking about, like coming into like figuring out and going, oh, was I living a lie? With like a lot of dismantling white supremacy that I've been attempting to do because it's always a journey. I was recognizing, I'm like, oh yeah, this is where I'm like, still, like the things that I've been told are so, they're a lie, you know?
Same on the opposite side, Deanna.
Yeah.
You know, like the things that we're told to fear, right? It's like 100% across the board, this is how it is. But in reality, it's not. There's so many other truths to the opposite of the lies that you actually have been told, right? Yeah. We can't all deal in absolutes. Yeah. And so I think that's what we figure out when we get older is like, there's no such thing as an absolute unless it's the sky is blue. It's absolutely
but even then
somebody could be like, oh, it's baby blue, right? A shade of blue. But it's
shade
like,
of blue. It's also a reflection of light, you know?
Right?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I get that, right? It's like on both ends. It's not you just coming up with your consciousness. It's me also as well as a minority saying, yeah, but on my end, I was always told to fear, you know, white people. Like they don't have your best interest at heart, but yet here we are sitting. And we're friends and, you know, we have each other's best interest at heart. So it's like dismantling that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved that about this book. Like, it's very much an allegory of Jamaica and England.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
Like
It
a
is,
direct
yeah.
allegory. I thought it was done really well. But I love the fact that you start with this idea of us versus them, and Reeve, who we'll talk about in the future. I love Reeve, right? Is sort of that first step over of like, don't just us versus them. People can cross over. We need to be understanding of people. And then Alara is the other side, right?
That's why I said very Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Except with the dragon.
Yeah. I did find myself like, I was like getting kind of like, oh, I'm excited. It's an enemies to lover trope. I love it.
Yeah.
People, oh, it's a trope. I love tropes. I love it. Give me more. But then it went a little different way because it was like, I think Faron is demisexual, which I had to look up again. It was like being fine. How was it called? You can't have a kind of physical attraction until you get an emotional attraction.
Yeah.
Which was
Very
a different
true.
thing. And it made sense. Like, I was like, why is she being so mean to Reeve? He obviously likes her.
And that is adolescent as well.
I know.
So let's actually talk about
Yeah, you want to talk about
right?
let's
So
get into
I want
it.
us to talk about Faron. The book starts with her saying that she is an expert liar, right? That she's been lying longer than she's been whatever. So I think that in order to understand Faron, we need to understand egocentrism in adolescence, right? And egocentrism is actually a totally normal part of development. All
Is it?
adolescents go
Is
through
it?
it. Yes. The answer to that question is yes.
Truth.
I'm having some
and
feelings,
lies.
okay?
It is true
is.
that all adolescents go through a period of egocentrism, right? And that doesn't mean that they're being selfish, right? So can you talk to us a little bit about what egocentrism means?
So in a short layman's terms, it's their perspective versus others and what is they deem to be real and true for themselves versus other people's thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, so it's like their brain,
Their brain.
right?
Yeah, like
Their
it's
self.
just like a part of that development
Right.
where they're like, because like in development, not to get too off track here, but like, you kind of go through like the early thing where you're trying to figure out like who do I exist outside of my parent?
Yeah.
And
That
is-
disassociation.
yeah, how do I get to, and like in teenage years, like you're really figuring that out. And it is beneficial evolutionarily to be egocentric because it produces your survival. Because
Right.
Yeah.
if you're thinking about
how you
yourself,
keep yourself safe.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's how you keep yourself safe. It's how it works. It works in a lot of ways. It sucks when you don't move out of it.
It sucks when you don't move out of it.
Yes.
It sucks when you're an adult and you're egocentric, but whatever.
They call that.
Yeah, that's no longer egocentrism in adolescence. That becomes something else.
Yeah.
Not very good though.
Thinking about like, let's project out for Faron because this is what we're talking about. We're talking about this bitch. But anyway,
Right.
projecting out. Let's say because she gets told by the gods that she is the one.
And I
Right,
think
so- sorry. No,
go
please.
ahead. Well, I was just gonna say, I think it's a longevity of like what she's been told about who she is and like what she's come to believe about herself and what people have validated to be true in
Reinforced.
her. Right. So like when you validate that, it's like, no, I am this because everybody says I'm this. And then we come to believe that and then we defend that.
Absolutely. And that's part of egocentrism. So there's two main parts of egocentrism. And the first is an imaginary audience, right? So teenagers, when they're going through this phase of development, they tend to believe that everyone thinks about them as much as they think about them, right? Because I'm thinking about myself all the time. So that means obviously everyone
Right.
else.
I matter to everybody.
Right. I matter to everybody, which in most cases, that's not true.
No,
It's not true.
not true at all.
But
Which is sad actually when you think about it. And it's really
Is it?
but like no one thinking about you.
I mean, they
didn't say no
are.
one.
They're thinking about. I think they think thoughts about you, but
Yeah.
this is more self-centered. When teenagers do it, they're very
true.
critical of themselves and self-centered of themselves, and people are just not breaking you down like that. Every time when I look at Deanna, I'm not going, man, Deanna's necklace is in the.
Oh, is it actually tangled?
It's
Actually
not
don't know.
tangled. See, there you go, right there, right? Like,
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Is this play about me?
they're not dissecting like the teenager thinks they are,
Right.
right? Like, which I think, Faron's like, all eyes on me.
Yeah.
which in her case, right? So we can think a little bit about teenagers who are in the public eye. she's a little right. Like
Yeah.
her imaginary audience isn't actually all that imaginary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Just
It's like the popular kid on the school campus.
I was about to say something like that, like popular kid on the school campus, or like what we're dealing with now is like the want to be the influencer.
Oh, yeah.
And be online.
Socials.
And
The likes, because the likes are validating.
Mm-hmm.
If I have 1,000 likes, people like me.
Yeah. Oh, I
mean, I like stuff I don't really like all the time.
Yeah.
Just like it. I don't even like this, but whatever.
But why not?
Right.
Supportive.
Giving somebody a
Support.
false sense of self.
Yeah. But people actually are like lining up outside of her house
Yeah.
just to see her, right? And ask her to talk to the gods on their behalf. They do care about everything that she's doing. They have pictures of her in their rooms, right?
She is a hero.
She is a hero, but she was a 12-year-old hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And things have now slowed down
Mhm.
for her.
Yeah, the statement of she's all powered up with nowhere to go,
Yeah.
basically.
She's
I was
like, I'm so
okay.
great, but there's nothing great for me to do right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of attacks your ego.
Yeah, so all these people are like, be great, be great, be great.
She's like, there's no reason for me to be great right now.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's problematic, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure that she's putting on herself with the
In addition to
encouragement with
yeah.
others. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like that imaginary audience pressure of I have to look great all the time. I have to be great all the time to live up to everyone's expectations. And then for her, that's real. But then that pressure becomes problematic because it can make us become depressed.
Mm-hmm.
It can make us think that everyone sees all the negative parts about ourselves.
Here comes the anxiety and the anxiousness.
And
Yeah.
a hard time seeing others people's perspective, which makes it hard for you to have empathy for others.
Yeah.
Oh, like how she doesn't have empathy for Reeve.
Yeah. At all.
My goodness.
Can't even like at all.
like literally none.
None. And he's just like, we'll get to Reeve. I like him.
I love
He
Reeve.
does a good job of like just and she writes it like in true form. Reeve's like, I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna ignore and let you just live your life because you need to jab at me to push me away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Farron's a lot.
But it's an egocentric
Farron's a
piece, right?
lot.
Like she says that it would be more problematic for her if Reeve is lying than it would be problematic for him if she's being mean to him, right? So
That's
she's
true.
she's
Like
a defense
preserving
mechanism,
herself.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. They were talking at the banquet thingy. Like someone saw her talking to Reeve and she heard the other attendants kind of just being like, oh, I can't believe that they let him get close to her. She has a direct line to the gods. So yeah, there is like an actual, like there's perceived and actual real issues that she's dealing with.
Yeah. But
People are actually like paying attention to all the
Yeah.
all the little things.
And then she gets to interpret their thoughts.
So it's like the
And their
imaginary
actions
audience on
herself.
steroids or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the kids who are on social media influencers, right?
Popular
There's
kids in
been a lot of
school, yeah.
documentaries about kids that were on Nickelodeon or Disney Channel
yeah.
as young kids. And then during your teen years, that becomes completely unbearable.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh
It's
my
too
gosh.
much attention.
Yeah.
Too much eyes on you.
Being perceived is debilitating.
And trying to interpret people's thoughts about
Yeah.
you. Like, not everybody in your circle is going to be like, hey, I like you. Some of them are not there because they like you. So trying to perceive what is real and what is fake in your own world is probably one of the most hardest things to do. And as an adolescent, when you don't even know yourself, right? This is a girl who's still trying to figure it out. Like, she's been told that she's powerful. She's great. You are all these things. It'd be interesting to kind of pick her brain and be like, but what do you really see in you?
Yeah. She was told
Ooh.
who she was at 12.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be the
That's her identity.
epitome
Yeah.
of who she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you the same person you were at 12?
I'm not the same
Thank
person I
goodness,
was
no.
Yeah.
a year ago.
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah.
So 12 and
She'll learn. No.
sheesh. I mean, one instance can teach you so much that it's enough to cause you to change behavior.
Yeah. She gets humbled.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So the other side, so imaginary audience is one piece. The other piece is called personal fable. You going to tell us a little bit about that?
Yep.
Or do you want me to?
I know what it is, but I need a sentence that comes out.
You're
I'm
special.
a Deanna babbler.
No, you're not. You're a perfect Shayla.
It means you're special.
So personal fable is what they believe about to be true about themselves.
They have this like big fable about
big
themselves.
fable.
It's like, I'm invincible.
yes, like you can't hurt me.
Yeah.
Like
Which is
like you cannot bring harm to me.
a teenager thing.
Yeah, or I can hurt you. Like
Yeah.
I've even had adolescents be like, I will hurt somebody. And I'm looking like, you're like 4'11".
Yes,
No, you
exactly.
won't.
Yes.
No, you won't. Like you're not even like it's like an adolescent who's like detaching from their parents. Like you can't tell me I know what's out here in this world. And you're like you're 14, you know nothing.
There's
right?
absolutely a
So-
thing that like as I was a teenager, I was like, I'm invincible. But you don't know, you don't think about
I'm
it,
young,
I'm invincible, but like
I'm
you just do risky
strong.
stuff because everything slips right off me.
I
It
know.
doesn't
Nothing
matter.
bad's gonna happen.
And honestly, nothing bad happens.
Until every person has to meet their day.
Yeah, until it does.
Yeah.
Until it does. And you're like, oh, I didn't anticipate you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always someone smarter and bigger and stronger. But in your world that you create, you know, you're like, psh, I got this.
I'm special, I'm invincible, but it is a thing. Like they'll do did you ever do that thing where when you were a teenager, like where you're like driving with your friends and then everyone gets out of the car and then they run around and like,
Oh, yes.
you know, like little risky things.
Mhm.
Little risky things are totally normal.
And then you get older, you're like, I don't got this.
You're like,
I'm
that
not
was-
doing that.
what was that?
I am
That was so
not getting into these things. I need to be safe. I don't care what you guys are doing.
You stay over there with your unsafe behaviors.
My daughter loves to bring up. I tell her all of the stupid things that I did in high school.
It's helpful.
I let her read my journal and diary from when I was in
I
high
would
school.
never do that, but go ahead.
And she loves to bring up the time that I jumped off a cliff because all my friends did.
It's literally the thing.
Literal.
Literal.
If all your friends jumped off a cliff, would you?
And
Yes,
you're like,
the
yes,
answer
I
is
would.
yes.
Yeah. And that is, yeah. So you jumped off a cliff. Do you want to tell the class?
Yeah. So there was this really disgusting lake by my house.
Which I can't
Oh my
even
God.
imagine you
Didn't we
doing
all
today.
jump in really gross lakes with no
Right?
thought?
We don't even
It
care.
was so gross, but everyone did it, and there was this like big cliff by it that you would jump into this gross water. And I went with all my friends, and all my friends were doing it, and I was terrified, but they were all doing
And
it.
you
So I
did
was
it.
like,
Suck it up.
I guess I got to do it.
You have to.
Right?
You have to.
I
Yeah.
did that once. We were at a pool and it was an Olympic diving board.
Oh. Everyone's doing it.
It
You're
was
like, in
not
normal
It
circumstances,
was not
I
a
would
good
not.
idea at
Yeah.
all. And it's like Olympic size. So you know those ones where you could flip into the water? It was that. And everybody's doing it. They're like, come on, you can do it. And I'm like, I got this. Like, what are you talking about?
Obviously, I'm going to do this.
Duh.
What could happen?
Yeah. You're invincible.
Oh, Lord, it looks a lot worse when you're on the edge and it's time to jump.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like, I can't back out now. I'm probably going to die. I'm probably not going to make it through this.
Yeah, the social
Yeah.
fallout.
But you know
of
what's
backing
crazy? It's
out
like, I'm
is-
willing to risk my life so that people don't think I'm a coward,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know? And it was so painful. Because if you don't know how to jump off a diving board that
It
high,
just hurts. It just hurts.
it just burns and hurts. And yeah, it was a long ways down. And I just probably
But you
belly
were
flopped.
invincible.
I guess I made
You
it.
survived.
I didn't do it again.
Good.
Because what
Yeah.
else is there to prove after I did it?
Right? You're like, I did it. I'm good.
It's funny.
I would never do that today. Oh, that's craziness. Why would we do that?
But Faron does that, right?
Yeah,
Like, that's
Faron
like,
does that
that's like
throughout
the
the
whole
book.
point of the book,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Is that she thinks that she's the only one that can
Yeah.
find a way to save her sister,
Sister.
and the
Mhm.
world,
Yeah.
right? We'll talk about the gods and how they actually are not trustworthy and like they're not helpful. But she has all these friends and she doesn't tell any of them
Yeah.
about what she's doing. And she does it because she doesn't want them to be upset with her. She doesn't want them to think that she can't just do it on her own because she thinks that
Well, she's
being
obviously
special.
the Empyrean child
Right,
or
the
whatever.
child Empyrean.
Yeah, thank you. I said it wrong. Yeah, you really should listen to it also the book because they say the words correctly.
Yes, it's very important.
Yeah.
And when you think about when she was given her empowerment at 12, like where were we when we were 12?
Oh my gosh.
Like we know nothing at 12. Like, can you imagine being given all this at 12 years old? Like,
No.
so much power.
like that's nuts to me.
They just went off in the middle of the night. Like
Yeah.
sister followed her or whatever. And it was like, yeah, this is normal.
I mean, she's like no understanding of anything at 12. Like, what do kids know at 12?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So now you've given this
12-year-olds,
child
you
all
know
this-
something
Well, you know
about yourself.
something.
You know something.
It doesn't mean it's true.
Not enough to have all the power
Right,
of the
you know,
gods.
right, and to
yeah.
be like with all this good responsibility. Good Lord.
Yeah.
So on top of that, right? So we all did stupid things. Maybe not Deanna. Deanna didn't do stupid things.
Oh, I did.
No, she did. Okay, good.
I
I
definitely-
feel better now.
I did too. I did. I love that you jumped off a cliff. That's hilarious.
And so true.
Because the person you are today, I would
never
never.
do
I know. Every once in a while, she like lets slip. She's like, "Oh, and then I did this thing," and I go,
Like,
"What?"
When?
Do
Prove
tell.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was, like, I think there was like a party that like everyone was like, "Oh, we're all going on the roof of this pool house," but it was City of Davis pool house, and got the cops called on us. But they just gave us a warning because we were a bunch of little white kids getting on the roof. I absolutely jumped into like dirty, muddy water like ponds. Oh, we snuck into, and this statute of limitations is gone, y'all. They were making Wild Horse, like it's a division in Davis. It's like a housing division, and they were making the golf course, and they made the ponds, and we went swimming in all the ponds. Mind you, that is sewage water.
Oh,
That's so gross. Oh my gosh.
12-year-old me was so cool.
You're so cool.
Swimming in muddy water, dirty water. There was
that's
like
your
a-
wisdom at 12. So imagine
Yeah.
Faron's wisdom at 12.
Right?
I was like, it's fine. Like we had dirt clod wars. Like, oh my God, we all could have died with dirt clod wars. Like we threw rocks at each other's head. Rocks of dirt at each other's heads.
Yeah.
Insane.
Stupid things.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But Faron, so on top of all this, she's also dealing with trauma, right? So she fought in a war at 12 years old. She is clearly traumatized. She's having flashbacks and nightmares about it constantly, right? And so when you experience trauma, that impacts this this personal fable, right? Because now she feels like she has to fix everything. She's got the hypervigilance that comes with her trauma response and this personal fable. And so she feels like she has to do absolutely everything. She can't ask for help. And if anything goes wrong, it's 100% her responsibility.
Well, now she's the appeaser, which has become her fear response, right? So now she's appeasing everybody around her.
Yeah, say more.
Okay. So, I guess if we talk about fear response, right? People who we can't control it, right? It's just becomes a part of us. If you think about your own fear response, if I snuck up behind Deanna, she might slap me or sock me, right? She's the fighter. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not. I'm actually,
not.
I'm a freeze
Freezer,
appeaser. I'm a freeze appeaser.
Freeze a piece.
Right. So I think for Faron, she had no choice but to become the appeaser because of the situation she was in. And that is how she keeps herself safe.
Yeah.
If I put all the burden on me and I don't burden you with my problems because you have an expectation of me, I will just try to fix it, even if it kills me. Right. Even if I go down with the ship, I'm not going to let you see me sweat because that's not my job. My job is to be the fixer and is to be okay. And I got this, even though I'm 12.
I know, yeah.
17.
Even at 17.
Yeah.
17.
And I am the appeaser.
And she can't
it's a
fight
fear
now.
response.
She can't fight. She's not allowed to
Right.
fight. So that's been like she's like, okay,
Yeah.
this is all social things that I don't know how to deal
Yeah.
with. So
So
I'm gonna,
I think at this point, she's
this is
navigating her safety,
my nail caught a hold of the mic. I'm sorry.
Oh. I think at this point, she's just navigating her safety at this point. How do I keep myself safe and still be palatable?
And everybody's safe.
And
too.
and everybody's safe. And I still need to be palatable to the people. Like they still need to like me. And I'm stressed and I'm anxious and
It sounds
trauma.
like an excellent place to be in life.
Yeah.
This is great.
And I have no therapist.
So in true Nerdy Book Club fashion, I'm going to read a section of the book that I think kind of exemplifies what we're talking about. This is on page 217. Let you get there, Dee.
I'm there.
Okay, cool. Okay, so she's talking about the Gray Saint, right? The Gray Saint was getting closer and closer to full strength because of her, because she jumped in without waiting for information, as always. Guilt clenched her stomach. She hadn't told Reeve or Alara about her connection with the Gray Saint, let alone about their lessons in the past month. She'd assumed they would chastise her, talk her out of it, and she'd wanted to surprise them with her success. Now she felt like the worst kind of fool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least she jumped in with her eyes wide open. She was kind of.
I love how you're trying to like be like, let me find a positive here.
I mean,
I'm
she's on
finding
it.
it.
I mean, she owned it. At least she didn't jump
I'm
in
just
and
like,
like,
"This
oh
bitch."
no. She was like,
What is she doing again?
I'm gonna do this confidently.
Yeah. But she doesn't ask for help. She doesn't ask her friends for support. I think because of that combination of
Yeah.
trauma and personal fable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could she?
Right.
Also, like, it's
What would they
interesting.
think of her?
Yeah.
Farron is the younger sister,
Yeah.
and Alara is the older sister, and she doesn't want to like. Also, it's like, how do I put it? The dynamic of like, you already are better than them. You cannot show the weakness, so she can't actually talk to Alara about it. 'Cause then that's weakness, right?
And she's not allowed to be weak.
Am I projecting?
And it's her older sister. And it's kind of backwards, right? Your older sister's
It
living in
is-
your shadow.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and if you love your sister, like I can imagine, right? I don't want to hurt the ego.
Yeah. Are you the older sister?
Right, because now, even though I'm younger, I'm kind of the older sister.
Yeah.
The roles have kind of reversed.
Or at least
yeah, 'cause your
everyone
brother's
sees
older.
me
Yeah,
first,
as
right?
for, yeah. So it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
you know,
The dynamics of birth order.
yeah, and how society switched them.
Yeah.
So if Faron were your client and she came to you in this moment that we just read about, where she's like, oh my gosh, I think I made a really big mistake. I can't tell anyone about it because they're going to chastise me. I want them to know that I can do everything on my own. What would you tell her?
I think I would try to help walk her through like the stages of like living in truth. What is the consequences of living in truth? Like, tell me what that is for you. And what is your fear of living in your truth? And just bringing her back to some type of reality. Like,
So like finding out.
it's like getting
what's
her
the
out
worst
of the
thing that
cloud.
could happen.
Right. Like if you
don't-
were
if you tell-
honest
yeah.
and you were telling the truth, what is that emotion? What are all the emotions that you're going to feel, you know, and kind of like your
Role
own
play it, kind of.
accountability, you know, because right now she's thinking about everybody else. And it's like, let's turn this around on you and walk me through your shame.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is shame. And why you're feeling this shame. And like, you know, what it costs you to live in truth. Like, what price are you going to have to pay? And like trying to help her ground herself in that sense of like, you're still human, you're a person, and we have capacity.
Everything
we have
is
limits.
figure outable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, what is the worst that could happen? Like, this is your sister. This isn't a stranger. She loves you at the end of the day. You're like
Reeve's
when
not that bad.
can you like,
And Reeve has never done anything bad to
exactly.
you ever.
And if you can't be honest with these people, who can you be honest with, right?
Yeah. You literally. No, that's exactly.
So it's like, how do we get her to touch reality? Because right now she's so far gone in this,
And the Gray Saint,
who
too.
she's supposed to be and who she's called to be. That who's Faron at this point? Like, what does Faron like? Does Faron like Brussels sprouts? Or does she like green beans? Like, which one? Like, as simple as that. Like, you know, like I would ask her, like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, get rid of all of the expectations. Who's Faron? Let's strip Faron down to Faron.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
Metaphorically.
I love that.
Metaphorically. Like, take away all those demands. And who are you? Like,
Right, because she started digging this hole for really noble and beautiful reasons, right? Like the gods, who again, we're going to talk about how awful they are in the future. Yeah. But they put her in an impossible situation, and she just loves her sister, right? Like this all happened because she loves her sister and doesn't want to kill her sister. Yep. I think we can maybe most of us relate to that.
Kind of like a Cain and Abel story. Am I picking up on that? Which is the one that told that they had to kill her brother or their son?
Well, no one was told that. Cain was not supposed to kill his brother.
He did that because he was jealous.
Yeah, it was a jealousy.
This is very different.
Okay, it's not a Cain and Abel story, but there's a biblical story like this,
like Isaac.
Yeah.
You have to kill your son.
You have to kill your son. That's what it is.
Yeah, and she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. Right. So I think that.
And like, at what point do I stop being who they think I am and be who I am?
Right.
Like, where's the line for her? I would love to ask her, like, what would be your non-negotiables, Faron?
I think her sister's life is her non-negotiable.
Yeah.
But then unfortunately, that doesn't go well. So I'm going to take us all the way, not the end, but when things start to
get chaotic.
Hit the fan.
It kind of like shit hits the fan in the last 100 pages or so.
So page 355. Oh no, this isn't where I wanted to be. Why did I do this? What's wrong with me?
Nothing is wrong with you.
Aw, thanks. Oh no, it is where I wanted to be. Sorry. Nothing's wrong with me, except for right now.
Strong drink.
Okay, so she said, it was all familiar, so familiar, except this time Faron was a prisoner in the palace instead of a soldier come to liberate it. Except this time Faron had invited the enemy here instead of being the savior who could drive them out. Except this time, everybody she passed, every life that had been snuffed out, every bit of suffering that her people were facing was all her fault.
Oh.
Which I'm sorry, it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't her fault.
It was the first dragon's fault for killing these people.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I have a question?
No.
You can have a question, sure.
What the heck were drakes, by the way?
Oh, drakes are, they're mechanical dragons, right?
So
they're not real.
they made mechanical dragons, but they were like, we have to kill all the dragons.
They made mechanical dragons to kill the dragons.
They're real dragons.
This is silly.
Why is that silly?
I like it. No, in a good way. In a good way. Sorry.
They didn't have anything that could kill the dragons.
So they made mechanical dragons.
They made mechanical dragons that were able to shoot fire that could kill the dragons.
Yes.
Because regular fire couldn't.
I know that's not what we were talking about, but I just envisioned it.
I love that.
Sorry.
I love
I was
that.
like, wait a second. I need. And you're right. It is a strong drink.
It is.
So it's like that. Do you ever see this? I know you work with a lot of traumatized kids and teens, and people have gone through a lot, right? Where that personal fable of I'm unique, I'm special, I have to fix things confronts I made a bad choice and now things are bad, but I'm going to take all the responsibility for it.
I think at the end of the day, I mean, we get so caught up in our reality. Can I put quotation marks on that?
Yeah.
On our reality that, it's going to hit the fan sooner or later. It's like trauma meets reality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where does trauma start and reality begin? Like, when do we say, I'm drowning? I cannot keep this up anymore. Like, it's like your body has lost the will to keep up this defense. Like, it's like survival. Like, have you ever treaded water and you're getting tired? I feel like that's kind of where Faron is. It's like, I don't know if I have another stroke in me. Like, when do I start to just swim and choose a side, choose who I am, choose who I'm going to be?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's that. Yeah, like, when do I cross the line between I don't want to live in this reality that's somewhat real, not real? Like, I want to tell the whole truth. Like, I think as people and as women and people, like, you get to a place in your life where, like, I want to live in my truth. I mean, I'm sure you've all had that in your life where you're done being what people say you are and you're like, I want to do the work to live in what is my truth? Mm-hmm. And I think, Faron, I mean, this is years now from 12 to 17 of living in this dynamic. And I think now what we're seeing is like, I'm going to take all the blame and I'm going to take this ownership. But also, I think I want to live in my my truth. I think I want to be me. But I'm also like questioning because now I'm getting another perspective here. And that is crappy when you've been living
It's
in
crappy, especially as a teenager, because you still don't actually have a good understanding of the world.
Right. But then you're kind of getting some
teenagers, you
truth.
Yeah, but
you're
also
like-
being a teenager in the public eye,
Yeah.
who now
Yeah.
she's gone from being revered saint to the worst human in the world.
Well, that's how the world works. Even at school.
Such a good point.
Like, let's go to
There's
adolescence.
always a cycle.
In school, right? You can go from being the most popular kid, you do one thing, and now you're wiped out.
yeah.
Like you're a has-been. I mean, celebrities go through that all the time. You can make one good hit, you do one little bad thing in the public eye, and we have canceled you.
Yeah.
It's that cancel, you're canceled, right? There's no forgiveness for this. And I really find it really, like, especially in that, I always talk about the 7th and 8th, those junior high school kids, because they're the most that I feel like are confused. Like
Very egocentric.
Like
Yeah.
very just, my biggest influence is my friends. There's no reason. There's no reasoning.
This is
I've
not
had young
developed.
people tell me I'm 14 and I need to live my best life. Like, I need to put it all on the line because I only live once. I'm like, you haven't even started living yet.
Like you will live
You
one.
will live, but if you keep making these risky behavior decisions,
I'm
you
gonna
will not.
take, but no, their mentality is I'm gonna take all this risk right now, lay it because I'm only gonna be 14 once. I'm like, you don't even want to. You don't even know this, but you don't even really want to be 14.
No,
like,
14,
because
yeah.
this is not a good age. Like this is not a good space.
What was your favorite age of adolescence? What was your favorite age?
Favorite age of
God.
adolescence? That's
18.
hard.
18. That's hilarious.
18.
You didn't have one? Mine was 16.
Oh God. It was so miserable because like you have to like keep up. I feel like you're just keeping
Maybe
up when you're
I
a
think
teenager.
17. 16,
16 was great. My
16's
my
okay.
junior year of high school.
Junior
When
year
you're
of high school.
driving, you're independent.
Yeah,
When
I was
that's-
driving.
yeah.
I had friends who
You
were
work.
seniors and friends who were sophomores. I had friends who were my own age also, right? But like,
Yeah.
I was doing all the things that I liked to do.
Yeah, like
I
16,
felt
17,
good. 16 felt
senior
good.
year, like...
Senior year was meh.
Oh,
It was
really? I loved senior year. Like, because we had like that thing where you like, oh, you only have to do 5 classes because you've made all your credits already. And I was like, great, done. 100%. I'm
Well, here's
out
the sticker.
hanging out with my friends.
Do you want to go back?
No,
Would I go
never.
back? No.
Oh my gosh. No.
Me neither, right?
Yeah, no.
But these
wait,
mentality
wait.
of these
Would I-
kids is like, I could be like this forever.
Let's not experiment this. Am I going back to like when that happened? Then yes, 100%. I would absolutely relive those years over.
I do not.
But if
wanna
it's
live-
going back right now, absolutely not.
no, thank you.
No, thank you.
No. I'm
You wouldn't.
No.
good.
I had a good.
I only want to do hard things once.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm so I like the things that came after.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of work to get here. So no, thank you. I don't think I'd want to go back.
No.
I
I would
was
go back to
super
grad school,
focused.
definitely, any day of the week.
Maybe the end part.
that was fun too.
I loved grad school. I had the most fun.
Yeah, when I started to get into the field and like you're getting your practical like exposure and you're actually like, I mean, to be a therapist, you have to find your niche, right?
Yeah.
You're like, who am I as a therapist, right?
Yeah,
and like
true.
once you find your zhuzh, you're like, oh, this is why I did all this work because you get to see results.
That's true.
But going back to like Faron's age, absolutely not.
We have all moved past the phase of egocentrism.
Yes. Now we have children and we get to get them past their egocentrism.
Yes,
phase.
you have teenagers. Both of you have teenagers.
Yes.
Kinda. Well, I have
She
a
is
grown
a-
up.
you have a
and
grown
she's
up
11.
And you have a teenager.
preteen.
She's a preteen.
She is, and she's
And
going through all the things.
She's a preteen.
No,
Teenager.
14.
No, she's
No,
14.
she's a teenager.
Absolutely a teenager.
Yeah, and she is.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's for me, it's like, Mom, I'm not you.
Oh, the dagger to the heart. Because she's trying to figure out who she is.
different.
She's
Like-
different than you.
And that's okay.
It's
She's allowed
okay.
to be
I'm here
different.
for that. But it's funny to watch, especially as a therapist, right? It's like you're watching your child go through these phases of adolescence and trying to find their autonomy and their voice, and they don't quite have it under control yet, right? Their voice. It's a little off-putting sometimes. They're a lot more honest, you
Yeah.
know. I don't know if I like the honesty sometimes. It's like, you could have kept that comment to yourself.
I don't have any kids, but I work with teenagers, and we were doing a social skills activity, and we talked about dancing. She was doing like one of the kids was doing a dancing thing. She's like 13. She was like doing some kind of weird dance move. Who knows? It was a TikTok dance. Who knows? And then I was like, oh, let's do the Dougie, because the Dougie existed when I was a teenager. Well, not a teenager, like an adult. And I started doing it, and then I literally realized that I'm that meme. I'm that old lady going to them. I'm that old lady to them.
I love the you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. And it's like I was like, you have now quoted the deep magic. Don't quote the deep magic to me. I was there when it was written.
I created some of that deep magic.
I created that deep magic.
I'm the reason there is deep magic.
But also, we don't know. Like, there's valid. Like, we don't know what it's like to be a teenager right now.
We don't. We're so far removed. And I am finding where I'm like, oh, I've become the old mom. I hate that. I thought I'd be the cool mom forever, and I am.
Nope.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be cool for you to pretend that you were 17. That would be super cringe.
But there
Never been kissed style.
very, very super cringe, and it's not helpful for your youth.
No, not at all.
But how many clients do I have whose parents are 17 with their kids? Like,
absolutely.
Validating negative behavior. And I'm like, this is like bad parenting. There is a hierarchy.
Like reinforcing their egocentrism as actual
and I
truth.
think it's happening more than what we think.
Oh, yeah. I love that you just brought that up, right? Parents reinforcing their teens' egocentrism as truth, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not truth.
It's not truth.
We have, like, as parents, as people who work with teens, who live in a world where teens exist, right? Like, we need to love them and appreciate all that they bring us and take everything with a grain of they're also egocentric, right? But we don't have to tell them you should be egocentric.
Yeah. And not like helping them foster and shape egocentric behavior.
Well, like understand that like this is beneficial to an extent for this to protect you.
Right.
And not everybody is looking at your shoes.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not helpful because for a teen who's anxious and having anxiety, it validates that emotion for them.
Yeah.
And it's just creating this cycle. And it makes me chuckle because then they're like, my teen has a really, they have a lot of anxiety and anxious. But I'm like, but you're helping them. Yeah. you are like, that. It's like, and they're like, well, what do I do? And I'm like, well, you still have to be the parent. You create the safety. Number one, for everybody, Faron included, is to feel safe.
Yeah, again,
and I think we're dealing with a youth in this book who does not feel safe. Who is keeping Faron safe?
Right, no one.
And what do we know about kids who don't feel safe?
They do risky things.
They do risky things because they're trying to keep themselves safe.
Yeah. I think I've solved life.
You've solved Faron.
Solved everything.
Solved it all. You can just drop the mic now.
I know, right? Mic drop. Like, everyone, just figure this out.
It's
okay.
a matter of safety. And I think what we're seeing in these youth is no one's keeping anyone safe.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do we teach parents to keep their kids safe?
Yeah. Teens need to learn independence, but they still need to know their parents.
Our parents.
And people that are supposed to take care of them are able to keep them safe.
So that they can just be a teen.
Yeah.
But when
and
they
make stupid decisions that aren't actually going to end their lives. Or,
Faron.
Or burn down their entire island.
Exactly. Because Faron's like, I have to be my parent.
Just impulsive as hell.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I have yet to hear about a parent stepping in with Faron going, you don't have to be these things. You can be Faron. Like, you're not doing that. Like, I don't care what people say around you. I'm putting a boundary on you. And like a lot of times parents are like, well, I want them to be themselves. I'm like, they don't even know who themselves are. Like, help
that's such
them
a good point. They
with themselves.
Don't know who they are yet.
Yeah. Like they don't have the mental capacity to have this like identity of self. They're trying to figure it out. Like, I think what we forget is that we learn from experience. Faron's learning from experience. Everything that she has been given to her. Mm-hmm. So Brandy, you are who you are. You believe what you believe because your parents gave it to you, whether it was good or bad. Mm-hmm. They started you out. They told you believe Christianity, you're a Buddhist, you're this, whatever that is. And they said, this is good and this is bad.
All the moral
go
stuff.
be Brandy, right?
Yep.
But the world, you have some outside factors in this of teenagers saying, oh, your parents are crazy, but we're like this. So now you have what your parents taught you. Now you're seeing your friends and you're confused. Poor Faron, right? Like, and then you have people that are like, well, I trump all that and you're wonderful. You're powerful. And so go be great. And she's like, ugh.
I will.
This contradicts everything.
And then the gods over here being like, you're supposed to be exactly who we need you to be, but we're not going to say no when you ask us for power to do things that we know aren't
so
good.
No boundaries.
Right? Like the gods should have put some boundaries in place for this poor kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead.
That's like
Connect
me
with
giving
this
my child a
evil
whole
entity.
bowl of chocolate and saying, eat until you're full.
Right?
They're going to be sick.
Even in the beginning when
And
she's
happy.
running this stupid race against this kid, like the gods should have been like, no,
Why?
you don't need my power right
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
No.
So again, who's keeping her safe?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, I think maybe we're at a good spot to end.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all so much for joining us for book club. It has been so fun. Thank you, Shayla, for joining us.
I loved it here. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Join us on Patreon. Like and subscribe on all the podcast platforms. I speak with a weird cadence sometimes when I get very excited and I'm a little buzzed. But thank you so much for coming to book club. And I did forget what else I say. Is that all I say?
That is important. Hold on a second. What is his name? Adam Silvera. The next book that we're reading for next month is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I have to say, I know that we typically only read new books, and this is it's a little older of a book, but the third book in the series came out last year, so I'm going to say that it works. So go ahead if you want to get on top of things for next month and grab They Both Die at the End at your local bookstore.
They both die at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a lie.
It's not a lie. Not like Faron, the expert liar.
It's real.
It's real.
But yes, thank you. Like, subscribe, come to our Patreon where you can get our cocktail recipes. You can chat with us. And there's also therapy resources that go along with the topics that we're talking about. Thanks so much. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming to book club. Okay.
We'll wait for the class.
Okay. Rude.
Talk about putting me on the spot with a camera. I'm like Chandler when he's still in the smile and he's like, you were something.
Like Chandler?
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
I missed it.
You can do it better, yeah.